Alright folks, Pitching Ace 88, we are back from a criminal case on Facebook. We're in elite mode, hanging by a thread. This is the last case of the Puppeteer. Senior Trooper Ace, we need your help. The Puppeteer's just broken into our house, and I'm really scared. Well, Jessica, Ace is right. You need to stay here with the kids. After all, the Puppeteer replied to Yan's open letter in the newspaper, so it makes sense that serial killer would want to target him. But where is Yan, Jessica? I don't know, he hasn't been himself lately, and he's been gone all day. I'm so worried. Well, we need to find him. Meanwhile, Ace, you need to investigate Yan's house, see if the Puppeteer is behind this. Let's hope we find everything. Okay, sombrero, chest, xylophone, folders. Would have thought any of those things would have been something. Top hat, high heel, whoa, Eiffel Tower, right here. Uh-oh, Yan. What are her high heels doing in your place? I agree, Ace. I kind of feel weird looking through Yan's house, but if the Puppeteer came here, we can't overlook anything. Why'd you pick up that woman's shoe? And you're right. The victim was missing a left shoe, just like this one. But why would it be in Yan's basement? I agree. Let's keep the questions for later. Let's start by collecting a sample of that white powder on it. You picked up Yan's safe. Well, as you said, we can't overlook anything, so if you want to unlock it, I'm right behind you. And we are basically looking through his stuff. It kind of has to be done. Sorry, Yan. Alright, now that you collected, well, whatever that white substance is, off that shoe, let's get it to the lab. Except Yan's not around. Who should we send the sample to, Ace? Roxy. Alright, let's do this. She's not going to be too happy. $30 hours. Holy crap. It's obviously an H7, that's an E3M. Nice. Good work decoding the lock on Yan's safe, but if he gets angry at us, I'm blaming you. Oh great, it's filled with a bunch of his junk. Well, since you already done the lock, can you dig through it as well? Just for consistency's sake, of course. Oh, Frank. Never wanting to do anything productive. Uh-oh, this is all the stuff from the Puppeteer. Whoa, Yan's safe was full of all about stuff with the Puppeteer. He was really obsessed, wasn't he? Anyway, did we find anything? Card advertising a new book inside the bind of the Puppeteer. Ah, so we have an expert on the serial killer. Did you say you know that woman, Ace? She's a shrink you met in the previous investigation? Well, you're right. It's just a coincidence that our new book on Puppeteer is coming out just when the killings have started again. I guess it's time we went to psychoanalyze the shrink. Where's Marina when we need her? Hey, Miss DeVille. Senator Trooper Ace would like to talk to you about your upcoming book on the Puppeteer. Oh, the serial killer is absolutely fascinating. After all those years of killing, still on the loose, only a genius could outsmart the police. Lady, your enthusiasm is a little off-putting. Did you know that the freak you so admired just killed another victim, a certain Dinah Cooper? Wait, you mean this Puppeteer is back? Oh, I've been waiting so long for this, and it will coincide perfectly with my new book. Puppeteer is such a brilliant person. I've gotten pretty versed in the mechanics of puppets while studying the killer. It's quite complex. Anyway, I have to dash off now. Wish me luck on the book launch. Weirdo. Anyways, guys, I'm gonna wait 30 hours. Yep, 30 hours. Don't want to use my cash, but I will see you guys in a little bit. Pitching against 88. Au revoir. Alright, pitching against 88. We're back. Let's finish this off. Do I look like Yan to you? Frank? Last time I checked, he was in charge of the lab samples. Yeah, but Jan's vanished. Nobody's seen him all day. Besides, good practice for you to do this stuff once in a while, Roxy. Well, you should practice buying me a drink once in a while. Anyway, I managed to identify the white substance you collected from the shoe as rosin. Dancers use rosin powder on their shoes when they're performing on a slippery floor. And if that wasn't enough, there are also skin cells on the sample that match your victim's DNA. So the shoe Ace found in Jan's house really does belong to Diana? Or Dinah? But how did it get there? Oh, I know. Jan's wife is convinced the puppeteer broken into their home. Maybe the killer's trying to frame Yan. But you're right, Ace. If the puppeteer didn't break into the house, then that means Yan killed... Ugh. Can't even bring myself to say it. This is horrible, but I agree with you. The only way we can prove Yan is innocent is by adding him to our list of suspects. Boy, I just can't believe it. That guy wouldn't hurt a fly. Either way, we really need to have a chat with Yan. But I want it to go on record that this is bonkers. Come on, let's ask his wife if she's heard from him. Hey Jessica, we really need to speak to your husband. Have you heard from him at all? He only sent me a text message telling me to come to the station where I'd be safe. Why? What's wrong? Look, we need your help. We have to talk to him. Can you please message him and tell him to come straight away to the station? Tell him it's an emergency. No, not Yan. Hey, I just got a text from my wife telling me to come to the station. That it's an emergency. Is everything alright? I don't know, Yan. Can you tell us? The puppeteer suddenly starts killing you, and you choose that exact moment to disappear? And to make matters worse, Ace found the victim's shoe in your house. Well, didn't Jessica tell you? I'm sure the puppeteer broke into our home. The shoe must have been left there on purpose. Listen, Yan, this isn't easy, but we don't have a choice. You're not a suspect in this investigation. What? Ace, Frank, come on. My own parents were murdered by the puppeteer, and yet you think I could be a serial killer? That's insane. Don't you see I'm being framed? I spent too many years trying to catch the puppeteer, and now they're playing with me, making me a suspect in what the killer... Making me a suspect is what the killer wants. Well, your refusal to cooperate is kind of making you look guilty right now. Why don't you calm down, and if you're innocent, you know you can trust Ace to clear your name. You're right. To show my goodwill, let me tell you straight up. I'm good with mechanics, just like the puppeteer. So you better add that to my profile, Ace. I'm sure we would have figured that out. Hey, was it just me, Ace, or was Yan acting highly suspicious? He didn't even try and justify why he didn't show up for work today. One thing for sure is, that man wasn't the boring Yan we've learned to love. I don't even recognize him anymore. But you're right, we need answers fast. The only way to do that is by solving the case. What do you say we go kick off things with the steamboat? Some fresh air will do us good. Frank just wants us to go to the buffet. I'm sure he's hoping there's some booze around too. Okay, paper file. Top hat. Phonograph. Torn pieces. Duck. I don't know where the sock is. Syringe. Sock. Okay, not the best. Not the best. Well, Ace, I still haven't found the boat's liquor cabinet, but thankfully you've got some other gems to make this trip worthwhile, like this torn book or whatever it is. And what's this, a restraining order with her victim's name on it? Well, think you can retrieve the rest of what was written on this? And why did you pick up this syringe? You should be careful with that. You don't know who's touched it last. Oh, you are right. Roxy did mention that Dinah had been injected with a strong sedative shortly before being killed. So you think the killer may have touched the syringe? Well, let's rush it to the lab then. Rush it to the lab already? Man. 18 hours? Oh, Louis. Freddy. Interesting. Look at you, Ace. We're starting a children's book. Are you going to read me a bedtime story? It's called The Adventurous Puppet, another reference to puppets here that we can't ignore. And there's also a note. Enjoy, Louis, signed by Freddy. That's the same Freddy from earlier, eh? Do you think this Louis is Dinah's son, Ace? You're right. Given their previous argument, I didn't think Freddy was on friendly terms with Dinah. So why would he gift her son a book about puppets? We better go talk to him again. It's a little crazy. Interesting. Well, that was quick, Ace. You revealed that the restraining order from Dinah Cooper was filed against Stanley Bullock. Her own neighbor was harassing her? He acted all nice the first time we talked to him, but he won't be able to keep up his lies this time. Shocker. Somebody's trying to lie to the police. Never happens. So, Freddy, not only did you hire Dinah as a dancer, but you also befriended her son, Louis. Why'd you give him a book about puppets? Well, I know Dinah just got killed by the puppeteer, so that gift now seems like a terrible choice. But it's unfair to judge me because of that. I get on well with kids, okay? And Louis would always come to work with Dinah. Because she couldn't afford a babysitter, he'd always hang around all alone. Worse still, Dinah kept yelling at him. Her own son. Don't touch that, don't do this. It broke my heart seeing the kids so miserable. So I asked Louis for help preparing the carnival floats. I taught him some of the mechanics behind the machinery, and he loved it. His face just lit up. Kids need to be encouraged to learn. They don't need a lousy mother who yells at them and tries to control them. Are you suggesting Louis is better off with his mother? Oh, I never said that. But I hate seeing people miserable, especially kids. I consider myself a kid at heart. That's why I organized the carnival, to share this joy with people. Careful, man. You're going to start incriminating yourself here pretty soon. It'll look almost as much as Yan is in terms of being guilty. Hey officers, I've already warned you. I don't want to talk about the puppeteer. I was found innocent once before, and if you continue, I will sue. Hey, new victim, new crime, new evidence. Sorry, Stanley, you're not off the hook. So you better start talking about that restraining order Dinah filed against you. Oh, that wrench. Dinah kept flirting with me and inviting me around to her house. I'd fix the mechanics of her car, check the plumbing. The more time we spent together, the more I fell for her. But when I expressed my feelings, she suddenly called me a stalker. She led me on and then filed that restraining order against me. Who do you think she was, pulling on the strings of my hearts like that? She used me, so I'm glad somebody strung her up. Now she knows what it feels like to be controlled by someone else. Dude, there's a murder. Calm down. Anyways, guys, I'll see you guys in 18 hours. Remember, Genius 88. Au revoir. Alright, folks, Genius 88, we are back. Let's finish this off. Hey, first the powder, now the syringe. I feel guilty doing Yan's job while he's the suspect. It just doesn't feel right. Yeah, but Ace is right. It's not easy for any of us, Roxy. That's why we need to trust the evidence and try and keep our personal feelings out of it. Well, about that. The liquid on the syringe was indeed the same sedative I found in Dinah's body. Sweet. So we for sure know that this syringe was used by the killer. And talking about that, I found a strange sticky substance on the end of the syringe. On deeper examination, I found it was a combination of two separate substances, apple and caramel. Considering it's carnival day, this substance can only have come from one thing, a candy apple. Huh, a candy apple. Seems like the puppeteers remain perpetually stuck in their childhood, and soon they'll be perpetually stuck behind bars. I still can't believe Yan is an actual suspect, Ace. I say the friendliest people have the darkest secrets. I just hope Yan isn't the puppeteer. It would break this team apart. What about our other suspects, Ace? Freddy had a relationship with the victim's son, Louis, and he thought Dinah was a bad mother. And you're right, Stanley led us to believe that he and Dinah were great friends, when in fact she was so scared of him, she filed a restraining order. And then there's Madeline, the therapist, who has creepy fascination with the puppeteer. I wouldn't be surprised if she turned out to be the serial killer. Isn't it a horrible feeling, Ace? We've narrowed down the puppeteer to 5 suspects. We're so close, yet so far away. I bet that's exactly what the killer wants. Ace, you're never going to believe this, but the puppeteer just sent us a message. What? Oh, snap. So anyways, guys, I will see you guys in Chapter 3. This is Memphis Genius 88. Over and out.